Hello, literature lovers. Today, as you can see, I'm discussing English literature's early context language. We'll talk about the English language, starting with historical context, some of the key features, major influences, dates which really changed English language, some of the periods used for archaic works, examples from the text. Not talking about the first historical context, how it really grew. It's a very famous phrase, the great vowel shift. Is vowel shift very famous, beginning with 15th to 17th century. The examples are given how things have changed. You see, words are like trees. When they start, they are like seed. They are sowed and they grow, and then branches comes out. It changes gradually. So, talking about the consonants, how they got shaped, a clearer example is given. I hope you will like the example and the pictures. How B is being silent here in calm, dumb, we all know. B is silent is there. So it's quite, and we found in later studies also that there are other things. And the influence is because of the Greek and Latin influence. Some are borrowed from French. And it happens because of the war and history goes side by side. That is what we are discussing. These are the important events which took place and really changed the history of English. Later on, with coming of Shakespeare, since 80 spellings, Shakespeare's name, and all have really changed it. It became very popular. English became popular because of Shakespeare, and his plays were so good. And these are the dictionaries, the grammar books, which really influenced, it really marked. All of them are very important, and they are asked so many times in the exams, different tests, you must remember it. Now, talking about a newspaper, obviously information is very scarcely available at that time, and that thing which really helped, starting with the first one, the New England Corner, and other. The first daily based newspaper was Daily Current. London Gazette was also quite popular. All of them have their importance, which really, especially the Tatler and the Spectator magazines, also influenced it. Now, talking about the Restoration period, as the name suggests, it really restored the culture, the tradition, and all the context related to it. Now comes the golden age of English literature, how it was because of these factors, coinage of new words, Sir Francis Books, scientific words were introduced. Since by this time technology was also very popular and really developed, and next thing that really became very famous is William Shakespeare, no doubt, and internationally it was really, and French became quite popular. So you can see these words were French influence, these were Italian. So English really borrowed from all these languages and used it for the better sense. These are from Spanish. Now comes Dutch, that is Netherlands. So it's really quite popular. Persian words were also used, you can see, and language really is something that emerges with the help of all these different countries and how they happen with us. Turkish words are there, Japanese words really influenced. These are the major influences which were used. And William Caxton, we all know, the one who used the printing press. And there are words from this period which really helped. These were the key: stability, and then that is the one which really influenced the Great Wall Shift. And the bifurcation is there, although it is part of linguistics, but it really is the difference showing in Old English and the modern English, how it evolved. And now we can see how the words are being silent in a later on stage. T becomes silent, this becomes. These are the consonant examples are given. How it changed, the grammar change, in fact, adjectives change, and the suffix and prefixes are be used in a different context. Now, introducing Christopher Marlowe, how he introduced it. All of these have contributed in the standardization of the language in much more broader context. Examples I hope you will like. And no doubt Shakespearean era changed almost everything too. These are the key dates to be remembered, and they are asked so many times you can never forget them. Each and every event, maybe by Bible and the dictionary by Samuel Johnson and the folio by Shakespeare, all have really influenced letters, all these events. These are part of the history. Chronology of these things really took it from you. Some other events, but also very important in the context of it. Thus, we can conclude here that how early English modern shows that how it really evolved and how the major influencer of this time was William Shakespeare. Thanks for listening. That's all for today.